According to the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, Russia and Ukraine are major global food producers and exporters. Experts are predicting an inflation and food price spike will hit Africa this year, as agricultural imports and supply chains in the region are blocked, and fertilizer and commodity prices soar. Wheat imports account for roughly half of Africa's 4.5 billion trade with Ukraine, and for about 19% of the continent's 4 billion trade with Russia, according to the figures from the African Development Bank. Over 65% of Senegal's wheat imports come from Russia and Ukraine, and the number of bakers and consumers in Dakar said they are bracing for supply shortages and increased costs in the months ahead. At the same time, East Africa gets 90% of its imported wheat from Russia and Ukraine, according to the World Food Programme. As South Africa imported wheat from Russia and Ukraine, which were valued at 2.3 billion rands in 2020, a limited supply of wheat will have a direct impact on food security and the poor. However, food prices in many African countries skyrocketed even in the months before the Russia-Ukraine conflict, as increased shipping costs and supply bottlenecks failed to return to pre-COVID levels. A supermarket in the Gambia says prices of wheat flour have risen by 15% in a year, while prices for cooking oil have increased by a third. The global anti-poverty charity Oxfam, based in Kenya, said the uprising food prices are adding pressure to the already devastating hunger crisis across the world and causing fears of food shortages, noting that many people in low-income countries cannot afford the prices of goods like bread. And with the unfolding crisis in Ukraine taking their attention, there is a real danger that the international community will not respond adequately to the escalating hunger crisis in East Africa until it's too late.